They're like, he's dirty or he's this or he's that. And so if you're control of it, just be in control of it. It's not saying you don't have to curse, but it's where is it and when is it?
Yeah.
Where it's a lot of, I think the younger comedians now, it's, they start on the internet, then they go to Netflix. Like no one's like, there's no boundaries. Where like we did Live at Gotham, I think the same year, right around. And when you did that on Comedy Central, you couldn't say whatever you wanted to say. That's not a bad thing. That means you have to be creative in a scenario. Not saying you can come on anything else and go say whatever you want to go say.
Right.
But it's not a bad thing to have
agree.
some TV boundaries around you.
Yeah.
Because then it makes you come at stuff in different angles.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I almost fantasize sometimes. Not fantasize, that's probably the weirdest word, but I think about that of like, yeah, I would like to get to a place where I don't have to, or not, because I don't have to curse. It's just where I don't want to curse.
Yeah.
I think I do it. I don't even know why I do it. I think it's kind of how I operate in a regular day too. So in the end, I think it's probably just.
But I don't think of you as someone that would be dirty.
I'm not vulgar.
No.
Right?
No,
I'm not like sexually explicit or like talking about something that I think is gross, but I'll use some profanity,
Yeah,
and
but
some of it's just where I'm
not
from and stuff like that, I think. But as an adult, and I don't have a family or anything yet. I don't have anybody looking at me across the room saying, why are you saying that in front of the kids, dude?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I work for myself and I'm a shitty employee.
Yeah.
I'm out back smoking and catching myself.
Yeah.
I'll go sneak around the corner, smoke, and then run around the corner and be like, what are you doing out here? The deep fryer's freaking acting up, so, but
no, do whatever you want to go do. But by the way, I don't think anybody thinks of you as a dirty comic.
Yeah, thanks.
Like I don't think
and
curse, do whatever you want.
Yeah.
Do whatever you want.
But it is a challenge. I agree. I love the fact that it's a challenge to yourself. Is there a day, do you ever like say, well, one day I'm going to put out, there's going to be like a dark folder I'm going to put out of just the other side of things? Have you ever wanted to have like an OnlyFans where you just say like some bad words on it?
No, I just don't think, I think I'm just past the point of where I would, look, I like whatever.
Was it always like that?
Yeah. I mean, we grew up, when I grew up, it was like cursing was, my parents became Christian when I was born, and I have a joke about it. They were the most Christian. And so like, growing up here, Southern Baptist, very strict rules. Like it's I think church is completely different now. Like a lot of it's non-denomination and all that, but then it was like, yeah, you didn't, I mean, cursing was looked at, and no one in my family, my parents did not curse. So I wasn't around.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Like, that. So I have not that I'm not perfect, but my strictness in my act was like, I was just never going to do it.
Got it.
And then when I started that way, it's like, it would be weird to go.
And does it feel like I'm ostracizing you for not doing it? It doesn't feel like that, does it?
No, I think some people, I don't feel like you do.
Oh, but
no.
It doesn't feel like I'm ostracized, like I'm envious of it. I
No,
think
no,
it's
no,
awesome,
no.
And I think it just like, it makes it so it's ready for everybody, right? Like this is something that you can, and a parent knows at some point I can turn that on. This is the thing that does get me sometimes. If a parent's with their kids, like, I don't know if I can turn Theo's podcast on because it's going to have profanity in it, or they might be talking about some stuff that's going to be a bit obtuse for kids.
I think about that sometimes with serious radio, where it's like, you get into some stuff about sports, or you want to listen to some sports stuff, and then it's like some of it they're cursing, and you're like, I'm just trying to like hear the score of the game. UFC had we're both giant UFC fans, and the pay-per-view events I'm fine with, but like sometimes even if you have to listen to something about UFC, it can get like they can get cursing and all this stuff, and like sometimes you're like, I just wouldn't mind, like if my daughter's in the car not really paying attention, and I would like to just hear some UFC stuff, can we have a channel where it's like, I just know you're not gonna go
fair.
nuts.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, because the only time she's going to look up too is if she hears a bad word. She's going to look up and she's going to look at you like, Dad, what are you listening to this?
And
kind
you're
of
like,
stuff?
I know, I'm just trying to listen to, like, you just want it to be like local radio.
You're like, I'm just a Gaethje fan. What do you know?
Yeah.
Give me a chance here,
He
you
goes,
know?
I'm a Colby. Look, Colby Covington. It's hard to keep him quiet. He's just the word. You can listen to him. I mean, I have nothing against Colby. I don't say if he says all the craziest things.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of those guys have to be their own advertiser. When you think about some of those guys, it's interesting because they just wanted to fight, but then they have to. Some of them have to probably feel a pressure to become this other thing because you have to be their own PR company in a way.
Yeah. And look, I don't feel bad. It's not the fighters. It's like just you wish.
Oh, the commentators.
The
Yeah, they're talking about. You're right.
Like, I mean, they do a good job though on UFC. Like, I don't like when Rogan and all them like they don't curse.
Oh, they're pretty clean on there.
Yeah, I don't think they curse at all. Now, when they go interview them, but that's another thing. That's the fighter. They're in the moment. It's going to be hard not to let loose, and some of that's part of what it is. But it's I do think UFC does a great job with like when it's Daniel Cormier and Rogan, and like they do not curse.
With John Anik, those three are the greatest group that's ever done it. And they also, when they have Bisping, Paul Felder, even when those guys aren't doing it, Poirier's on there now, Chris Weidman, Cormier. I mean, but those guys are all
Poirier's
so good.
Been great.
Yeah, dude, he's been great, dude. He's like, I just love, I love seeing those guys get to be not just fighters and get to share their personalities.
Yeah.
I got to ask you about, I feel like such a freaking reporter now. Got to ask, dude, so tell me about Nate Land. It's real.
Park. It's real.
The theme park is real.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where are we at with it? Like, what's going on?
We're about to get into some investing.
Okay.
So we're about to start that kind of process. We have the land, or we basically think we know where we want the land to be. We haven't said anything about the land or where it's at or anything yet, but we've narrowed it down to basically this one spot. And then so it's, but yeah, I mean, we have the renderings. They're working on it every day. We have Storyland. Storyland is a group they did. They've done stuff with everything. I think they had some stuff to do with Epic. It's a lot of guys that worked with Disney for a long time, and they started their own kind of company, and they did all the Disneys in Dubai. And,
so Storyland is a company that helps make these things come to fruition, like they build them and everything?
Yeah.
Got it.
And so they make it, they help you design, all that designing, all that rendering, all that, getting that of the idea of what we're trying to do.
And is this a real render? Have you seen this before?
Yeah.
Okay. And what is on this render? Can you zoom in on that photo for me some?
It's gonna be, so like it says Nate Land in the front, like, so that front area right past the Nate Land is gonna be like a retro mall. So that's like, that would be open all year round, and you can go in there and you can have, like we talked, like a Netflix house that we talked about earlier, maybe you could have something like that. I'm not saying this is what we are having in there, but you could have some stuff like that, restaurants, stuff like that, that's open all year round. You have three sections of the park. You have a section to the left, which
is it roller coasters?
Yeah. Oh, it's crazy, dude. I just went to I was in Hershey, Pennsylvania.
You went to the
Hershey